Rock, paper, scissors. Paper, scissors, rock. Scissors, rocks, paper.
Wait, what?
What's up, guys? My name's Cody.
And I'm Trevor.
We're the Beardacious.
And you're watching Beard Stew.
We just got done watching the... Wait, where'd Trevor go? Trevor! Oh, there you are. Where'd you go? You disappeared.
Been here the whole time.
We just went to the fight. Well, we didn't go to the fight. We just watched the fight.
Yeah, that would have been cool if we went to the fight.
Yeah, that would have been a 3.5 hour trip to Vegas.
And about $200 something dollars.
And a very expensive ticket to go see my boy. Yeah.
McGregor versus
Lose.
Mayweather.
He lost. Spoiler alert. We're going to talk about the fight today in the podcast. Conor McGregor was defeated by Floyd Mayweather.
Boy.
So,
How do I even begin this?
how to begin? Okay, so
boy.
let's go to the let's just go back to like before the fight.
Yeah.
This has been a fight that has been challenged for a very long time. McGregor has called out Mayweather many times, saying, "Step out of retirement. Come on, let's fight." And Mayweather said, "No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it." Finally, I think Conor beat him down enough that he stepped out and he said, "Fine, let's do it." And when I learned that there was a fight, I was like, gotta watch the fight. And leading up to it, it was like, okay, well, let's think about this. Conor's not a boxer.
No, he's actually MMA.
He did a little bit of boxing, but never professional.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a completely different game. So we got to see it a little bit in the ring. He had to hold back a lot. He kept grappling with Mayweather.
Well, especially in the first in the first section of it, very first round, he's already starting to do it. And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, and you'd see him hold back and be a little bit more reserved. But after about between the third and fifth round is when he started to lose his
momentum."
His momentum. He lost a little bit more of his fighting.
Yeah.
Too much of him trying to fight off Mayweather or just keep him at bay till the clock was out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It was a good fight, though.
I'm glad we went. I'm glad we got to see it. We did just go somewhere that was showing it and to see the fight. But it was a bit sad to see him lose, to see McGregor lose. It would have been nice to see Mayweather, the champ, lose his title.
The undefeated champ at that, 49-0, now officially 50-0.
They both made shirts, 50-0 in the American flag, and then 49-1 with the Irish flag. So it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a huge fight, talked about forever. And I don't know. I feel like most people were probably 50-50 on generally and who we came in contact with that were voting for this fight. But I had to vote for my boy Irish. Got to keep my Irish blood. Rooting for my Irish blood.
I personally, I'm not a sports guy, so I personally don't care. But I went with McGregor. Basically rookie. This is technically his first professional boxing match that he's ever played. So being able to go all 12 rounds.
They only got to 10.
10 rounds, yeah.
Yeah,
the 10th round.
They only got to 10, and 10 they called it. They called it, which I think was a little dumb.
Yeah.
He was still standing when they called it, which isn't technically a knockout.
No, he wasn't.
Was he blacked out though? I would say he was definitely blacked out.
He was getting to that point.
Because
he was stuttering pretty bad.
He
in the last round.
His last 2 or 3 rounds were bad, where he was stumbling. His arms were dropped. He wasn't even holding his arms up anymore. And Mayweather was pretty much just dominating. Mayweather was doing what Mayweather does best, and that was attack.
Yeah.
And just take the opportunity while McGregor was down to just go all out. And Mayweather's really good at waiting until the final rounds to just come out swinging hard.
Yeah.
And he did. Even at one point, McGregor stopped and kind of looked up to see the clock, to see how much time was still left in the round, because he was already gassed. And I think I looked, and it was about a minute 45 seconds, maybe between them, like a minute and a half, minute 45 seconds. And it was like, whew, man, you got some time. If you're looking at the clock now, that's pretty bad. But getting there towards the end, he's grabbing a lot more. I think he was stalling for time.
That's what I think, because I mean, frankly, by about the second half of it, Mayweather just started like knocking him some pretty good hits there. So yeah. I really think that he was just trying to stop him, get him like, you know what, hold him for a second, let it stall, and
they points wise they remained about the same. They remained tied or very close to each other throughout most of the fight until the final round, their final round, not the final round,
yeah.
But round 10 knockout. You know, it was just Mayweather came out and seriously owned. So it was a good fight. I'm sure by now it's all over the internet. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we went where we went to go see it. But it felt quick. But
I know it was 45, 50 minutes. Well, I guess taking out the intro and everything. It's probably about a good half hour or so.
Because we watched from the fight, and we didn't go through all the
pre-fight and the
we didn't do all
prelims and everything. So
yeah, because I think coverage started 6 o'clock our time.
6 o'clock our time,
and the fight was actually at 9 o'clock. So we didn't.
I didn't really want to wait around 4 hours.
Well, I didn't want to watch all the pre-fight stuff. So, you know, we showed up just before 9, just before the fight kind of started to be introduced. We showed up. They sang the national anthem, the Irish anthem, and then the fight started pretty much from there. They did the intros, weigh-ins and all that stuff to show, you know, their stats. And, but good fight. I'm sure it's all over YouTube.
Yeah, McGregor held up his own. Especially considering he's an MMA fighter. What is it? 3 rounds, 5-minute rounds, pretty much.
Yeah, man,
I can't remember with
it's
MMA.
Like 3 5-minute rounds is MMA. Championship is 5 minutes, I believe. So max 25 minutes.
Yeah, so he's not used to fighting this kind of. You know, and he made it 10 rounds before he finally.
Which is 30 minutes. So that's what. More that right there is more than what he's used to.
That's twice as much of what he's used to.
But
at the most,
you know, it's not. It wasn't his game, but he did say that if he made it far into the rounds, not getting a knockout, he'd call it a win. In his book, which yes, it's not an official win, but I think he did good. Mm-hmm. He did good for not being a boxer. You could clearly tell in his stance and the way he moved, the way he held himself. He's not a boxer.
No,
definitely not a boxer.
No, he tried. I mean, he got to the point where he's like, okay, he's trying to be more boxer stance, but he's not holding it up at that point. But what he does at is good. He is a great MMA fighter. Yeah, and we'll see what happens. You know, coming up. You know what the tweets are going to be and what social media is going to make out of this. Yeah. This should be fun. I feel like there's going to be a lot of memes based on this because there was a lot of build up to this fight. There was a huge amount of build up. You know, he sponsors McGregor sponsors Monster, so Monster is making a huge thing of it the past however long now. Yep. So we'll probably talk about it maybe a little bit more in upcoming podcasts because I'm sure. You know, the fight was just tonight as we record this, or yesterday if you're watching this. And there's going to be everything all over social media, and it'll be a huge fight between people and who should have won and all that. But Mayweather, I say
he did win fair and square.
Yep.
Little BS being called early, but he was done at that point.
McGregor
was done.
I think that's kind of why they did it.
Yeah. Same thing happened with Ronda Rousey. She got hit, and you could tell that she wasn't there.
Done.
She was done. But the fight kept going until she got knocked out. But which would have been the same fate for.
Oh yeah, it was bound to happen.
But we do a podcast every single week. We're gonna keep this one short. It's late and there's a lot of things going on, and I want to go to bed. So we do a podcast every single week, just like this or similar to this one, and it's on our YouTube page, Beardacious Studios. Check out our website, thebeardacious.com, where we sell beard oils and beard products that help maintain and keep up your beard.
Check out our social media, Instagram, The Beardacious, Facebook, Beardacious Oils.
So we'll see you guys next week on the next podcast.
Later.
Take care. We got this.
If it's not one, it's the other.
One.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock at night.
It's funny hour, guys.